How did you like the trip?
Well, I guess the trip was really fun because I was sitting at a place where I knew some other players who I know for some time already. So we were chatting all the time, and it was fun because we were discussing about how this tournament would be, and yeah, because this tournament is all about good players, you know. There's not a single player who is bad, actually. So yeah, the expectations are really high. So we were discussing that, and about the trip itself, it was really exhausting because it was a long trip, as you know. First by bus, then by boat.
It was 20 hours, so most people are like, oh, 20 hours in bus, I won't do this. But it's definitely worth it, right?
Well, I would prefer airplane, but it was okay. This is more cozy, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely more cozy, and well, you should ask your organization for that, I guess. You got a hotel. The pool you've been seated in, tell us about the pool.
Yeah, sure. I'm in Group F, and the players that are in my pool are Thorstein, Show, myself, Hasuops, and Jelizerk, and EG Machine. Well, those players are all really, really good, and well, I cannot really say I could have seeded into a better or worse group because, like I said before, I think every group is really good. So yeah, I'm just happy I'm in the tournament in any case, and I'm just hoping that I can put up a good game against these caliber players.
Right, we see that we have a couple of other Dutch players that are trying to win the Bring Your Own Computer department. We also have Grubby. What do you think of their chances, like the players like Harstem, Geo Giant, and Grubby?
Well, first of all, Grubby doesn't have to play the qualifier. Yeah, he's also in a group, yeah. But the other Dutch guys who are going through the Bring Your Own Computer qualifier, yeah, I guess Harstem has the best chance. Or no, not really. I think LLL really has the best chance, and I would put Harstem at second place at having the best chance. And about their chances, like realistically, I think they're pretty decent. There are a lot of good players, but they are pretty good themselves. So I would say their chances of getting into the main tournament are not even that bad. You know, I could expect some surprises there.
Okay, so if we've been at Dreamhack here now for about 6 hours or so. How are you liking the tournament of the LAN party so far? What are your general impressions and well, basically?
Well, first of all, the first impression I had was a negative one because we were walking with the guys to our seats and we wanted to unpack, which is not really important for me because I didn't bring my computer, but I noticed that the seats were really tight. You only had like 50 centimeters and then the next person would be seated. So if I would have brought my computer, it would be really tight space. So that was negative, but so like I said, for me it's not important, so I don't care. The rest of the impressions I had so far have been really great because the StarCraft 2 section has been placed in such a way that you can watch all the players basically at the same time because your vision is really wide, so you can see 6 games at the same time.
Yeah, have you seen the 2 streaming areas? Because we have one stream with Total Biscuit and someone else? No, Total Biscuit is shoutcasting with someone else. It's next to the StarCraft 2 stage. Yeah. You can actually have a small stage indeed to spectate with a nice HD beamer. I think that stream is also online. Yeah. And of course then you have the day 9 tent, which is really well, quite impressive. We were watching a game against from Liquid Tyler against Liquid Red, and Red owned Tyler, we think, and yeah, he 2-0'd him, and well, we were in the day 9 tent, but the power fell out before the big battle happened. And on the first match, so we were like, no. And I walked in right before that, and was someone messing around with the power, so I know who's to blame. Okay, so what do you think are your own chances in the tournament, your performance, how would it be?
Well, I think realistically I won't get out of my group. However, I also realistically think that people underestimate me because I'm not really well known in Europe because I don't really play in a lot of online tournaments, and that's the way to get more popular. But I do think I have the skill to give these guys such a good game that people will be positively surprised. So that's my aim.
So you're going to put yourself on the map?
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to give them a really tough time to beat me.
Okay. And who are your personal favorites to win this tournament?
Well, I thought about that for a minute, and my I think my personal favorite would be MTW Dimaga. Yeah, because I really like his playstyle, his creativeness, and also his personality as a person. Because a lot of pro gamers are not really that social as you would like them to be, maybe. And sometimes they're arrogant, or there's something about these guys that, they're sometimes difficult to talk to. So, and Dimaga is, for me, he's different. He's not arrogant. He's just always smiling and he's always happy. So I'm rooting for him, and for myself.
Of course. Do you have any last shout-outs?
Well, shout out to my sponsor Razer, of course, Serious Gaming. Shout out to my girlfriend, my family who supports me, all of my fans. So thanks to you, I've been able to come here. So yeah, thanks to Pack for Dreamhack. And I guess that's about it.
Okay. Thanks for the interview.
Yeah, no worries.
Good job, bros.